Today we're going to try every Trader Joe's brand red wine. Let's go shopping. From Pinot Noir to Cabernet to Syrah to Zinfandel, there's a bunch of the Trader Joe's brand wines. These wines range in price from about $5 to almost $20. I'm pretty sure there will be some diamonds in the rough, but we'll have to taste and find out. All right, got the wines home.
14 wines plus 2 waters, don't make me do the math, came to $179.19.
Just to keep things fun and fresh, we are going to play FML with them. Fiddle, marry, kill. Okay, first up, we have the 2022 Trader Joe's Reserve Pinot Noir from Santa Barbara County, lot number 241, for the price of a whopping $9.99. Looks to be a pale ruby. That's typical for Pinot Noir. Lots of fresh, ripe cherry on the nose. A little bit of like licorice even, maybe. Very pleasant, but nothing spectacular yet. It's lightweight, it's friendly, it's a little spicy, not super complicated. I don't know that I want to fiddle it. I don't know that I want to marry it. Do I need a category in between those two? It's got bright acidity, it's lively. So, you know what? I don't want to marry this wine, but I would take it home for a one-night stand, so fiddle. All right, next up for $12.99, we have the Trader Joe's Grand Reserve, moving up guys, Pinot Noir from the Santa Lucia Highlands 2022. The Santa Lucia Highlands are a gorgeous region up in Monterey. They specialize in Pinot Noir. You should go if you can. Slightly deeper color than the previous one. Ooh, super fresh. Almost a little like salinity on it. More black cherry. Let's put it on the palate. Dry, juicy. Ooh. This one's got a little bit of drying tannins, a little more complexity than the last one. Almost a little floral character to it. Still not super complex, but like a solid Pinot. Not gonna marry it. What is better, fiddling or marrying? I don't know. I'm making this up as I go. I'm also going to take this one home for, it might get a two-night stand, but it's still a fiddly wine. Gone for $14.99, we have the Trader Joe's Platinum Reserve Cabernet Franc from Paso Robles 2023, lot number 120. They give things numbers by lots so that you can get to know. They don't have to name the exact winery or vineyard they got it from, but if you can get to know the numbers, you'll have like your own system to know the wines by. Let's put it in the glass. All right, deeper color. Slightly pepper, ooh, very peppery nose. That's almost too peppery for me, but if you like green bell pepper, you'd be into it. For me, it's a little vegetal, but we'll put it on the palate and see what we think. You know what? That's a more sophisticated wine. It's got ripe fruit, but it's also got this peppy green kick to it, almost like white pepper. Warming alcohol. The tannins are a little rough, but actually I feel like this would be a really good food wine. Funny thing is I don't normally love Cabernet Franc, which, fun fact, parent of Cabernet Sauvignon. Fun fact to me anyway. You know, I feel like marriage is a one-time thing, so I feel like there's probably not going to be many wines I'd marry, but there might be a lot of wines I would fiddle because I am a wine slut. We're going to fiddle this. Okay, right now I'm going to cut to 3 of the least expensive wines, and while I'm tasting them, I'm going to explain to you why you can get pretty good value from Trader Joe's sometimes. All right, let's go.
Private labels like Trader Joe's can sometimes sell you better quality wines for lesser prices because more exclusive, fancier, better quality wineries and vineyards sometimes have excess stock. And they want to keep their label more exclusive and more expensive, so they sell things off to private labels like Trader Joe's with the agreement that Trader Joe's will not tell you they got it from them, so they can keep selling wines for more and Trader Joe's can keep selling them for less. And who really wins? I'm not sure. Let's discuss these wines.
Okay, I've reached some conclusions. Sadly, the least expensive of these for $4.99, the Trader Joe's Coastal Zinfandel 2023 Central Coast. Killed this wine. It is flabby, it is acrid, it is not tasty at all. Don't take it home, do not pass go. Sadly, the same opinion goes to the Trader Joe's Grower Reserve Red Wine California 2023 for $5.99. It's not really even pleasant. And look, the Trader Joe's Growers Reserve Cabernet Sauvignon California 2023 made with organic grapes. Sometimes you just need to have a trashy one-night stand. So would I fiddle this? Yes, but for about $5 more, you could have something you might want to fiddle more and not have to be drunk to do so first. All right, moving up in price for $17.99, Platinum Reserve Trader Joe's 2023 from Yountville, Napa Valley. Sometimes the more precise a location they give you, the more attention they're paying to details in the wine, which is probably why it's more expensive. We'll see if that corresponds with taste. Swirl, swirl, swirl. This is a very purpley wine. Pleasant on the nose. It's kind of a little roasty. Pepper in the background of like plums and it's like roasted plums, and it's a little herbal almost. It's got definitely more complexity than what we have tasted so far. Very drying tannins. Somehow less complex on the palate than I thought the nose was. A little chocolatey on the end. You know, I feel like there's way too many of these wines going into the fiddle category, so at the end we're gonna have to decide who to kick out of bed. Okay, so we are putting the Yountville Platinum Reserve Cabernet Sauvignon in the fiddle pile. That sounded dirty. We are moving into our two most expensive wines of the tasting, but expensive in this case is $19.99, which for Napa Cab is actually a steal. For $19.99, we have the Trader Joe's Diamond Reserve Cabernet Sauvignon Oakville, Napa Valley 2022. Oakville is, people think of it highly, we'll put it that way. So let's see. Not as complex on the nose just yet, although these things can take some aeration to come out. It's the diamond, I got him. Oh, you're right. If I don't want to marry this, what am I gonna do? Well, we'll see. As you guys might have seen in my previous tasting video, even if I don't know what price they are, I'm pretty good at sussing out the quality of Cabernet Sauvignons. So let's see. Link to that in the card below. Okay, the biggest difference in this so far from the other cabs is while tannic, it's also like a little velvety in a way that I don't know if I like yet. This one's a little more subtle actually than the other ones, though also in a way more pleasant. Is this horrible if I make it through this whole thing and I don't want to marry any of these wines? Well, we'll see. Maybe when we go back through the fiddle pile, I'll have to pick one. Like, you have to pick one or you're kicked off the game show. A little chocolatey, a little roasty. Is it worth $19.99? Yes. Would I marry it? Sorry, diamonds. You're going in the fiddle pile. I am... What a slut I am. Okay, now we have the, this is the same price as the Diamond Reserve, but I feel like it's supposed to be a little fancier. It's the Trading Post by Trader Joe's Cabernet Sauvignon of Napa Valley. This is the only wine of all these that has the aging regimen. It spent 14 months in French and American oak. Oak can add a lot of complexity, and there's ways to add oak that are less expensive, but like barrels, particularly if they're new barrels, ASMR, can be expensive. So I think they're trying to say this is a higher quality wine. Let's see what I think, because my opinion matters. Oh, it does have more complexity. I'm definitely getting the spices of the oak barrel, like a little baking spice, a little cinnamon, a touch of vanilla, some dark, like kind of blackberry cordial vibes. Okay, actually that's pretty good. I'm trying to decide if I'd marry that wine. Marriage is a big commitment. If there's nobody else left, this might be the one. We'll put it in the apocalypse category. Next up for $9.99, we have a bit of a different thing. It's 74% Cabernet Sauvignon, 26% Syrah from Horse Heaven Hills, that's in Washington. Lot number 261 from 2022. Again, a purpley one. Pretty pleasant nose, although a little confectionery maybe, meaning it smells like there's powdered sugar in there, like not too much, but maybe a little. But a little dark fruit, a little plum. It's like a little roasty. Not picking up a lot of the Syrah. Actually, that's pretty good. I'm getting a lot of blackberry on the palate, a little bit of vanilla. I wonder if this had some sort of like used oak treatment. A little sour, but in a way that I think food would enhance it. Definitely getting some pepper, probably from Syrah, although also probably from the Cab. This is actually pretty good. Definitely for $9.99, pretty good. I feel like I need to do like a more than a one night stand and then one night stand. We'll do that when this is going in a fiddle pile. Okay, another $9.99 wine. Now we've moved fully into Syrah. This is Trader Joe's Reserve Syrah from Paso Robles, 2022, lot 209. Full on Syrah. Let's see what we got. Kind of mellow, kind of earthy, a little dank. That's not a wine word, but that's what I'm putting on this. Although possibly in a good way, almost a little floral note on it. I might be reaching though. I don't know, there's something that I'm finding not pleasant about that. It's jarring. You get like a little pepper, then like this kind of like wash of sourness, and I don't want to taste anymore. I'm putting it in Kill. Up to a $12.99 Syrah. This is the Trader Joe's Grand Reserve Syrah from Sonoma County. That's more in like, that's right by Napa. That's just west of Napa. 2022, lot 133. Let's give it a whirl and see if it is any better than the last one. Sorry, Syrah. Very fresh. This is weird, but I'm almost getting like watermelon vibes on it. Watermelon and blackberry. That seems like it should be a flavor of LaCroix. LaCroix. I don't know why I said LaCroix.
Mom's a French teacher.
As my brother said, because our mom's a French teacher. I'm just getting this burnt rubber on it. Maybe that's what I was getting on the last one. Maybe that's not just a Syrah thing. There's a weird burnt rubber thing on this. Maybe I'm just pickier about Syrah, but I don't know. I don't want to drink any more of it, and I don't want to take it home at night. Kill. We are in the home stretch. We have a $9.99 Trader Joe Growers Reserve Zinfandel, California, 2023 organic grapes. A little red, a little peppery, a little like something that I can't identify. It is the secret third thing that is neither this nor that. Oh God, what is that? I'm getting like potting soil. Sometimes you can get potting soil on a wine and it works. Sometimes you can't. This is Kill. Oh God, that's so bad. God, that's bad. One last wine, The Last Girl. This for $9.99. It is the Trader Joe's Reserve Zinfandel from Paso Robles, 2023 Adelaide District. It's getting a little more precise in where it comes from. Sometimes that means it's going to be better quality. Lot 265. Please at least give me a one-night stand. At least give me a booty call.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. Thank you, Michael. You know, almost a little jammy. This has sort of the typical, what I think of a California Zin. I think of something a little jammy, not too much jammy. The really good ones will show a lot of complexity. This one's just kind of jammy. You know what, Zen? If you called me up at 11:30 in the night we're right, we could fiddle. Okay, if I have to marry one, I have picked the 2022 Trading Post Trader Joe's Cabernet Sauvignon of Napa Valley for $20, which is bougie for Trader Joe's. I think for a Napa Valley cab, I think this is a really good value. It's got some complexity, it's got some typicity. That means it tastes like Napa Valley cab. For $20, that's pretty good for Napa Valley. That's very good for Napa Valley. Give it a try. But now I will revisit the fiddles and see if any of them is worthy of more than one night stand. Go, speed tasting, go. I actually promoted two wines. We promoted the Trader Joe's Grand Reserve Pinot Noir from the Santa Lucia Highlands. Go Santa Lucia Highlands. I love that region. For $12.95, which is very good. $12.99, I'm sorry. 9s, 5s, they look so alike. I also promoted the Trader Joe's Platinum Reserve Cabernet Franc from Paso Robles. I think this is a really good food wine. Yeah, pair it with your proteins, pair it with even a food that's a little spicy but not too spicy. For $16.99, it's a good deal. Sadly, 2 wines had to go into the kill pile. We have the $9.99 Zinfandel. I'm so sorry, Trader Joe's, but you need to work on your Zinfandel game. This is the Reserve Zinfandel from Paso Robles, Adelaida District, lot 265. $9.99, not worth it. If you're gonna add Coca-Cola to it, like I've said before, sometimes you're like, if you're gonna add Coca-Cola to it and make a Calamocho, fine. But the Growers Reserve Cabernet Sauvignon 2023, these wines went into the kill pile. What have we learned here? There are 4 that I'd fiddle. Sadly, half of the wines made the kill pile. If you want to not make that mistake, definitely go to my blog. I'll link it below. I will also tell you about the fiddles and definitely about the Marys, which are the Platinum Reserve Cabernet Franc from Paso Robles, the Grand Reserve Pinot Noir from Santa Lucia Highlands, and the Trading Post Cabernet Sauvignon of Napa Valley. Of the 3 roses, who gets the rose? I'm still gonna give it to the Trading Post Cabernet Sauvignon. I don't know if it's that magic of oak aging, but it's quite tasty and it's only $20. I would give runner-up to the Pinot Noir. I just think it's delicious at $13. Totally a steal. And the Cabernet Franc, I think, is also quite pleasant. You should like, subscribe, bell, and then pour yourself a glass, because you're worth it. Today we're going to... This will be for the outtakes. Are these jokes okay?
Yeah, no, and I was also gonna say at some point you should, if you get too many fiddles, you should kick one of them out of bed.
Okay, that's a good idea. At the end, I'll be like, this is too many fiddles. We're gonna kick one out of bed. All right.
Another idea, since there aren't a lot.
Yeah.
I was just